I'm being honest, I've heard it for the first time that Iraqi Airlines was in India.
You've just said the loveliest things about me. I wonder if I'm actually eligible for all this.
You are.
A lot of people say, the one or two people, oh, they are your favorites.
Oh.
I said, but they get the maximum brunt from me.
Oh,
because they are the ones who work regularly, daily with me, and I really want them to grow. I started my career first with issuing Indian Airlines tickets.
Okay.
Do you know the rigidity with which Indian Airlines work? You couldn't put a scratch on the ticket. Yes, with competition, with all the AI coming in and artificial intelligence coming in and all the different forms of coming in and the OTTs that have come in, yes, it is difficult, no doubt about it. So it's a very, very different transition than what we went through and what they are going through. If you don't change and if you don't adapt, you're redundant.
Namaste viewers, when you are in a beautiful Parsi home in South Bombay, and when you're with the gorgeous Hutokshi Marker, you know you are at the right place with the right vibe, positivity, passion, and also a lot of love, Huto. She joined a travel agency called Blue Sky on the 14th of June, 1976. And then on to an aviation world with Iraqi Airlines. I'm being honest, I've heard it for the first time that Iraqi Airlines was in India, and she was the lady who did her work fabulously there. Though you've trained generations of professionals, today you say Agnel is in one place, another is Air India, one is in Air India Express. They're all, as they say, your boys. Hutu, your life has been incredible. Your journey in the professional space has been highly respected. And Hitu, what's it about your generation of women? You all are 70, raring to go and saying, still ready to learn.
Thank you so much, first of all, Reema. You've just said the loveliest things about me. I wonder if I'm actually eligible for all this.
You are.
Thank you so much. Yes, but believe me, yes, I've been 50 years now in the industry, but sometimes when I look back on it, I don't really think so because it's all been such fun, such excitement. I met so many varied people from different walks of life, different things, and we've still blended with most of them. So I feel really good about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And now you ask that what is it that keeps me going here?
Totally.
It's just the passion for this trade and the daily learning. The way my mantra goes to say that learning is a continuous process. You never stop learning. Knowledge is always gained. And whether it is from your seniors, your juniors, sometimes even from my office boys, the things they do just about do a little differently. Yeah. I feel that yes, I can adapt to it. Whatever I know, I try to share with my teams because finally I want them to grow and sit on my chair.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
And that's what I keep. Some of them, I even come on a little harshly. Like in my current job, a lot of people say, the one or two people, oh, they are your favorites.
Oh.
I said, but they get the maximum brunt from me.
Oh,
because they are the ones who work regularly, daily with me, and I really want them to grow.
When I'm seeing this entire mapping of 50 years, a wealth of your energy that you've given our industry, what was something that was so peculiar in that era that comes to your mind straight away, which probably the 2020s and beyond is missing?
Let me start off just telling you that what we went through in our growth of our career, it was very difficult. Today, people have things very easy because they have a laptop, they have a computer, everything just with a click of a button and they get the information.
Wow.
Like a simple thing just to tell you, like we went and when we used to go to meet our corporate clients, we used to carry those fat books, APT, ABCs, a whole lot of them, because they wanted flights. Flights weren't available on the click of a button on the computer or on your laptop that you carried. So it was far more tedious. I started my career first with issuing Indian Airlines tickets.
Okay.
Do you know the rigidity with which Indian Airlines work? You couldn't put a scratch on the ticket. There was nothing like you'd get like if you did a Bombay Delhi, okay, you called up a chart and you got the Bombay Delhi seat. But to get Delhi Bombay, there was something called an RA. You had to send a return allocation request, written request to Indian Airlines. There was a format, of course, and then you would get the confirmation of it. Similarly, if you wanted an offline sector, you wanted Delhi, Jaipur, there was something called an AVS. So it was so different. So I think people have it very easy today with everything available on the GDS as well as on the internet. Having said that, Yes, with competition, with all the AI coming in and artificial intelligence coming in and all the different forms of coming in and the OTTs that have come in, yes, it is difficult, no doubt about it. So it's a very, very different transition than what we went through and what they're going through in working.
Right. And the beauty is, Hutu, you all are adapting to everything so beautifully. Like, I've spoken to your counterparts, your colleagues, I've spoken to Irshad, Hina. What's beautiful about y'all is y'all are ready to learn. Even today, she's saying, we are going for classes. We want to upgrade. I said, at the age of 70, I mean, sorry, I'm learning too much from you now.
You know something, again, I would say that if you don't change and if you don't adapt, you're redundant. I'm 70. I'm working with a 20 and 25-year-olds.
Yes.
I can't show them that I'm 70 or act like a 70-year-old with my old ideas and ways. I have to come down to their way of thinking. And that helps me to stay young.
So
that
true.
helps me to stay fit, and that helps me to be actually, I mean, there are so many things that's about, like technology. I'm quite baffled with technology.
Yeah.
And I said, at 70, I really need to learn it. So, this is how it is. There's no two ways about it. I'll give you an example of I've always worked in South Bombay. I think till I was 50, yeah. Till I was 50, I was in South Bombay. I mean, I worked in South Bombay.
Yeah.
And then what happened was that when we set up TBI, we shifted office to Andheri.
Yes,
So
I know.
I told Jehangir at that time, I said, at this age, after working 30 years here, you're now making me travel. But I did travel and I did go. And I'd like to point out one, I'm very particular about timings and discipline. So I used to always question my staff or show them that I'm not happy just by staring at the clock when they used to walk in late for sales meetings and all while I was in town. So when I was in Manderi office, one day, one of my boys comes to me and he stands, can I do some action? He stands like this in front of me. And I got irritated. I said, stop wasting my time, just get out and just do your work. I'm not just standing. So he's saying, ma'am, I need to tell you, I'll speak in my broken Bawa Hindi. हम सब लोग ने आपके लिए बहुत पिचिंग किया था कि बहुत एक्टिंग मार रही है, अभी देखिएगा कितने बजे आएगी. But I was still the first person, even in Andheri office, every single day.
Hitu, you said Iraqi Airways. I'm very curious. I'm damn curious. What was Iraqi Airways? And you gave 12 good years.
I gave 12 good years of my career. Let me tell you, in Iraqi Airways, not only did I work in the counter, I used to make the flights, make the manifests. We used to work on something called a teleprinter to book seats in Baghdad. In which you had to dial ZC, tuck, and then go on giving names. And it was a nightmare. ZC, you start off with, and that's how you do it. I still remember those few things anyway. And then I used to take the manifest and go to the airport. We had once a week flights to Baghdad, and I had to sit on the counter, and we used to actually do check-in. And then we invariably, a lot of labor traffic. Invariably, the flights were overbooked. So there were a lot of people who were rejected. People whom I used to not accept them and say, sorry, flight is full. I used to be walking in immigration. I used to have passports flung at me, stuck because they were so irritated and aggravated because they couldn't take. They were all going for labor. They had a whole vision to start a job and send money home. So all that happened. But I'll tell you one particular incident. We used to have a lot of these Arab students coming to us. Some of them were really good looking, and we were all young, 4 young girls sitting at the counter. So we used to go all gaga over it. And we had a young Iraqi boss, one of them in the course of things. He used to not like sitting in his cabin, and he used to come out and stand very often. And he used to see us. We never used to flirt with him, but everybody could make out that we were all gaga over him. He traveled one day, and I was at the airport doing the check-in, and he had excess baggage. He was a lovely man. I loved him. So I passed his excess baggage and let him go. But this Iraqi boss of mine, he was standing a little further up. He saw it, and purposely he saw it. He came back. Yalla. What was I said? No, in Yalla is tell me, hello. What was the baggage? So I said, no, it was okay. Yalla, baggage. Bring back. I died. And the poor man had to pay finally.
Really?
That was one incident. The second incident was, again, he respected us. Though he was, they say Arab, but anyway, he respected us a lot. Again, there was these people, and one of them, we had some interaction on the counter where we maybe didn't give him a seat or something. So again, we picked up a lot of Arab words. So he called us askuts. Askut means donkey. So this manager was standing there. So he said, Yalla, asked for his passport. That man was very happy. He said, see, he's helping because he's my jatwala.
Oh.
And he took his passport. He tore his passport into two and threw it in the dustbin. You don't talk to my girls like this.
It's so nice to cherish those men
Those men.
who respected counter staff.
Stuff, yes.
And
well, we're talking about respect to us. I am very, very strongly talk about my current boss, Jehangir Katgara.
wow.
In TCI days, we used to go to corporates. Sometimes the corporates were very nasty to us, but believe me, amazing boss that he is. He's an amazing boss. He's a guide and he's a friend to me. He was a friend to me before I joined the place. If we were disrespected, even if he wasn't there, he'd be happy to close the business. Thomas Cook, when they came in,
Yes.
their culture just didn't meet our culture. Our culture. We worked there. Nalini was heading it. Nalini was a little compassionate towards things, but I don't think she could do too much because she just came in as a head. But Madhavan Menon was already there,
Yes.
Their culture was very different. Like there was once they came, to me, my team is my backbone. I'm nobody without my team. So one day, I get a call from Madhavan Menon saying, you'd be very happy to know we've increased your salary at a very high amount. You'll get the letter tomorrow. I said, what about my team? Saying, yeah, that will happen in due course. I wasn't happy about that. The next day, the HR manager and my HR and the TCI HR manager came to my table and handed me the letter. I took it as thank you very much. I put it in the out tray and I said, when you give the similar letters to me for my team, I will pick this up also. Let's have them. When are you giving me those letters? They said, no, but what made you think those letters are coming? I said, no, but they have to come. Otherwise, what is the point? I said, I'm nobody here.
Wow.
And
I get
he
it.
was an arrogant man, that HR head in TCI, in Thomas Cook. So I think they just quietly walked off and the letter stayed there. I don't know how long, but I never picked up that letter at all.
Hitu, you've walked that extra mile for them. I'm sure they remember you fondly because in this time and age, I don't know where the goodness is remembered, Hitu.
I don't want the goodness to be remembered, but the love and the affection. Like I still meet my old office, my Sarah Airline boys and girls. We meet together, we have fun together. I don't know how grateful I am to both Jehangir and to Homa to give me the opportunity and have the confidence in me to set all this up and start something so big, which I never realized I could have done without their support. When our CGM from Delhi came to Bombay once, he used to visit branches often, came to our station, and he saw that kind of camaraderie. First of all, I think they were a little anti about having a lady manager because I was the only lady manager in the entire network. So that may not have appealed to them too much. So already the mindset is there.
In Sahara?
In Sahara. Sahara was a complete male-dominated thing,
Wow.
And then when they saw that that the relationship between me and my team was casual, at the same time friendly, and
same time professional. Exactly.
Yeah, but they never saw that. They never wanted to see that part of it, So he was very, very angry about it. And he told my immediate boss, who was based in Bombay, that I don't like this at all. So the next trip that he made to Bombay, he said, I want to meet all the staff. I presume he wanted to meet them, telling them this is not the way to behave and all that. It started at 11 o'clock in the morning, went on till nearly 8 every night for 2 days.
Like a marathon meeting?
Yeah, not a meeting, each staff individually.
Oh, okay.
And I was the last one, obviously, to go to him on that second day at 8 o'clock, 7:38. And I said, finish, that's the end of my thing. He'll tell me to hand in my papers. So I went in there and he got up and he said, Hutokshi, don't change. Remain exactly the way you are.
Oh.
Why, boss? Why are you saying that? I have spoken to every single person, every single member of your team who's come here, and all they've done is they've had such a passion to come back to work every morning. And that itself shows the way you're handling them and the results that we see. I can't expect anything more. So I thought you were too friendly with them, and that's which I wasn't happy about. But I think continue the way you are, because that's getting the best results.
Hitu, as you're saying, this journey that you've taken and you've spoken about bosses, your colleagues, your juniors, I have admired you for your elegance. I must tell you that. Every time I see you, you're perfect. Your hair is in place, the way you are. I think it's the airline grounding. I have no idea, but I think you've been a person. I've always seen you graceful in your trousers. I love that about you.
I think she's talking about herself and not me.
No.
Because I have always, I mean, I'm not just praising her. I've always admired Rima's elegance, the work she does. But when she was in Express also, the article she used to write and she used to pick up the true essence of what is happening and put forth.
So for
that
me,
kind of
you ladies are like,
that's how it is. That's what, and I think, and I'm this that she's doing. I think it's so beautiful, and I think only her innovative mind can think of coming up with these kind of things, by which she does it so different from the run of the mill what's happening with the press people. And of course she's supported by very, very favorite Pranav.
Yeah.
And Pranav, thank you so much. And as I said, again, I've known Pranav long in the industry, always admired the work he's doing, him and Neelu to put together, and to take up these kind of projects and promote these kind of things. I think hats off to Pranav too.
I mean, you have no idea how grateful I am to him, because there are very few people, Hitu, in our industry who believe in concepts that aren't so-called in-your-face popular.
Yeah. And doesn't give you money.
Yes.
Doesn't give you any kind of economic benefits.
Yes. So he thought differently. I'm grateful. Some people in the industry who are really thinking out of the box, and I appreciate him to my core. Thank you for giving me the permission to express this. Your journey with cancer. You were hit with cancer in 2017. And when you spoke about this to me, you said, Rima, that entire 10 days I only cried in isolation. Hitu, where do you girls get this strength from? I don't know.
I don't know. It's him. I don't know. I don't know from where I got the strength, how I went through it, how I could keep it to myself. I don't know, Rima. I really don't know. But it happens. Believe me, you have faith. You have trust in the Almighty, and He takes you through this.
How do you see the next innings, and what do you want to tell all the young generation out there, that irrespective of AI, irrespective of the 21st century principles, what do you think that needs to be kept intact?
Their humility, their confidence in themselves, always following the right ethics, never deviating from the ethics and the discipline that hopefully has been ingrained in them ever since when they've started with the various bosses, hopefully.
Yes.
And then life will take its turn. 9
days of her coming home from surgery, cancer surgery, she's gone back to work.
And then within 18 days, I took the tour. It was a company tour, which I had to go for, this RTR group that we do. And we went to all of Gujarat.
And she's gone on a company tour as a cancer survivor no, this is not normal. I'm sorry, but this is genuinely not normal, because I've heard it drains you, right? Mentally, emotionally, physically.
It did drain me, but at the same time, I was very determined that no, I cannot get this thing put me down.
So thank you so much. And Hitu, we are going to come and celebrate 50 years on the 14th of June. 2026. You're 5 decades in the travel industry.